Good afternoon, YouTube. Ghost Cobb in my dining room. Obviously, I'm not smoking, but I am having a glass of pop in my Pittsburgh Pirates mug. All caught up on VRs. This is my fourth attempt to do this video today. I just don't know what is going on, but I cannot get this video recorded. So if I move quick, I apologize, but I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't cut me off, because this iPad is just not cooperating. And I'm a no-tech guy living in a high-tech world, and I'm having a heck of a time with it. So today is February 3rd, 2017. Today is a very historical day, and what I mean by that is February 3rd in 1959 is also known as the day rock and roll died. That is the sad day of the plane crash that took 4 lives. The pilot, it took the life of 28-year-old J.P. Big Bopper. It took the life of Ritchie Valens, 17 years old, fresh out of high school in California. And then it took the life of the great and the amazing, from Lubbock, Texas, the 22-year-old Buddy Holly. What a tragedy that was. But so many things, took place to lead to that. It's just crazy that everything that took place. Waylon Jennings and Buddy Holly were good friends. Buddy saw something in Waylon that nobody else seen, and he actually paid to have Waylon go to a recording studio and get to record some stuff. And that was just like unheard of. Buddy really supposedly had to think highly of somebody in order to do something like that, to do that kind of a gesture. Because that just wasn't, people didn't have that kind of money to pay for that stuff. So, not long after the Winter Dance Party tour was set in motion to do 24 cities in 3 weeks, the Crickets dismantled. So Buddy gave Waylon Jennings a bass and said, "Here, you got 2 weeks to learn it, and learn the songs because I need you." So they all went out on this tour together. Well, they're all out on this tour together, and they're in a bus. They're not doing laundry. They're not bathing on a regular basis. They are, the bus is full of dirty clothes. It stinks. The heat doesn't work consistently. Then the heat doesn't work at all. So Buddy decides to rent a plane to take them from Clear Lake, Iowa to Fargo, North Dakota. Buddy's reason for that was simply just to get ahead so he could get some rest, get some laundry done, and just have a couple good nights rest, because they were all having difficulty sleeping on the bus. So J.P. Big Bopper confronted Waylon and said, "Hey, look, I'm sick. I'm not feeling well. I could really use a couple days of rest. Is there any way that you would be willing to switch seats and give me the plane seat and you take the bus?" Waylon said, "I'm fine with it if Buddy's all right with it." So it worked out. And then, of course, the other band member of Buddy's switched with Ritchie Valens because Ritchie was sick. So shortly after they took off, of course, unfortunately, tragedy struck. The plane had crashed. But, before that, they, like all good friends, they rib on each other. And before Buddy got in the plane, Buddy looked at Waylon and says, "Hey, I hope you freeze your ass off in that bus." And Waylon was just kidding and said, "Yeah, well, I hope your plane crashes." And for a very long time after that, Waylon really felt bad because he felt that it was his fault. Him and Buddy had a true friendship and a love for one another. They were together a lot. And it was very sad. And, they didn't hear about it till the next day. And it was just unbelievable. And then, of course, later on, the song, the American Pie song, the Bye Bye American Pie song was written, and in that song it states about the night that music died, and that's what the plane crash went down as. I mean, it was the first true tragedy of rock and roll, and it's just it'll live forever, you know. To lose somebody that's so many guys that were so young that had such a great future. You know, I mean, Big Bopper was 28. Richie Valens was only 17. And Buddy was only 22. Just got married the year prior. Big Bopper had just written and recorded Chantilly Lace in 1958. So, I mean, they were all on their way. And just to think about what they could have done if they'd had another 20 or 30 years in the industry, just would have been amazing. But, I think that what we might not have had if it would have been JP switching and Waylon would have been on the plane. We wouldn't have Shooter Jennings today in his music. And who would have done the Dukes of Hazzard theme song? Would it have ever even existed? You know, I mean, it's just crazy. So, just interesting how sometimes the things work out. But one thing you've got to learn and remember, at least I do, is cherish every day, cherish every moment with your family. And if you're somewhere and you think you should take a picture, take it. Because believe me, it never hurts to take the pictures and have the memories. Because nothing beats, being somewhere and saying, man, I wish we would have took some pictures. So if you think you should take a picture, take a picture. Enjoy it, and do me a favor today and take a moment out. If you don't have a song of one of those guys or all those guys on your phones or handy, go to iTunes or something and check it out. There's so many cool songs. Chantilly Lace was sang by Tom Cruise and the other actor in the movie Cocktail about 15 years ago. So it's kind of cool to see Big Bopper still, lives forever with that song. And, of course, Richie Valens redid La Bamba, which was absolutely amazing. And he wrote the song Donna, which was great. And Buddy Holly is just amazing. Peggy Sue, That'll Be the Day. Every Day, one of my favorite songs that he ever wrote. And, of course, Oh Boy. But take a moment and just listen to one of those songs and try to, think back of those times if you weren't around, or maybe you were a child when they were out. Motorcycle, young kid, what can you do? So, but until we can get together and pack a pipe or light a good cigar, let all what you do be done out of love. Y'all take care and God bless. And do me a favor, comment on the video and tell me what you think. I know this is a little bit out of my realm, and I'm just curious on what you guys think about it. So I appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys.